Alright, you all ready to see something really scary? Look at these dents. Holy cow. It's kind of hard to see in the light here. Yeah, maybe now. This is just a straight soup bowl. So is that. So is that. And that was all just, that's how dented up this roof was. I don't know, people were standing on it. You can see it had like a ladder rack or something screwed into it, which really hosed it. And then our welding on it didn't help anything, but these aren't even back where we were welding. But holy cow, this thing is deep. Over an inch and a half, I'd say maybe 2 inches deep. So I'm gonna try to start getting these dents all out. We got a pucker here, we got a pucker there. That is all like semi-okay, I think. I haven't really looked at it though. It doesn't have these though. It's hard to get the dent in there. But they're huge. It's a huge dent.
Don't walk on roofs, children.
Yeah, don't walk on Pop's panel truck. Some poor guy like me is gonna have to fix it.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
So we're going to keep on going on like this. What I'm doing is, after we pull out the lows, we're knocking down the highs around it and trying to get this to stay. Slowly but surely we'll get there. I have this. This is like a bar that the semi trucks use in the box trucks to hold cargo on one end or the other up against the back or something like that as they go along. I cut it down and redid the foot to fit inside of here, so it's literally a purpose-built tool for this little job we got here. And so far it's working nice. It'll hold it while I knock down those highs and help keep that piece there. So I'll keep on this for the next eternity, and then I'll get back with you. Alright, so I got the back to come out and it looks pretty good. And this guy is just a mess. Look at that. It's like the rolling hills of Italy or something. And so I think I did these cuts. It was so long ago. I think I did these cuts to try to get some relief in it. But yeah, I got it to the middle part here, and I've got it to do different things. It does either this or one giant hump in the middle. So, you know, the metal's got to go somewhere, or it's got to be shrunk, one of the two. So, just keep working it and see what happens. And there's a little cancer spot right in the middle for whatever reason. Maybe that's where the low was for a while and it collected water. Possible. So I was trying to, you know, suck up this metal and get it tighter, and it just wasn't happening. So went ahead and cut our seam open again, and gonna try to tighten it up that way and even it out. It just, with all the dents in it and all the warping, it needed to be tighter, so we're going to try to draw it tighter and try again here. So we had all these, you know, big caves. The back one kind of was able to work itself out. It was just a matter of dents. This one, you know, we tacked this up to put these pieces in, but after fixing the dents, there was just too much metal. So when I say too much metal, you can see I cut this, and now this one's actually laying underneath it. And you know, the cutoff wheel takes out quite a bit. So when you consider the cutoff wheel and then now it's adding a little bit more, now we're talking about like that much, too much metal. And it might not seem like a lot, but when you're trying to get it to not oil can, when you're trying to get those dents to pop out and stay, that's a lot of metal. And it was more than I was going to be able to shrink and stuff. So I'm pretty sure this was the way to go. So now we're going to recut the line, you know, and see if we can even tighten it up a little bit more from there. Then these sections, you know, this whole roof, you know, this part wants to look like this part where it's come down real tight and gone into these pieces. By the time we got to this part, we're getting into the front of the roof here. Like this would be where the back of the door was, and so this is about where the front of the roof was. So we're not talking that much, and we're trying to make this the high point in this roof, so it caves back to the back and curves down to the front. So this part was meant to come way down, and now we're trying to get it to be a high point, even higher than the middle of this was. So it's a lot. And so we're going to recut this, get it to comfortably sit in the middle here. I want to get that tacked first, and then we'll start trying to see what these sides want to do to comfortably get them into place. I want to not have this kind of stuff going on where you can see it's so tight and it's running to roll down and we can't get that. I don't want to pull this up that tight. So this one's probably going to be cut out, and we're going to go back further with this piece. All right, we're starting to get somewhere. Got all those big old hoops out, and I think a lot of it was happening because we were struggling with these, making these drip rails straight, you know, and so we stretched this out some, and it really caused those original dents to go crazy. I was noticing before I got this all done, if I even leaned on this a little bit, this was moving different than this. So any pressure would cause a bind in the metal and could cause it to have a dent that would just be hard to fix. Right now I don't have any of my supports I was using to hold up the roof in there. It's holding itself again. It still needs work, but it's really refreshing to know that I can fix it. Yesterday was just a fiasco, and it was fighting me in every direction, and I didn't know if I was going to be able to get it right. But today I'm feeling like it's possible, and that's a good feeling. But it's still just like, watch this, like it is a friendly roof. It'll wave at you. It's kind of like slapping that booty. Shake that booty. Shake that booty, booty, booty. Well, with the other side, this section does not want to go in at all, especially this curve doesn't want to match up to this curve. On this side, however, it just was like, yeah, I'm good with that. So this side's looking pretty good. I need to back that guy because he's a bit wide, so I'm going to put a little backing piece in it to help the weld. But yeah, this side was fine with it, but it might be kind of a blessing in disguise because I might be able to tighten up the roof by porta powering from here to here and get that to push out. I still think I'll probably have to cut that section out and put another piece in, but the roof has, it kind of goes and then it goes a little higher, and that was because it was so caved and people jumping on it or whatever happened there. It's just stretched out big time. So we'll see if pushing this will help tighten that. You know, kind of what we're going to try to do is shift that curve. This curve that comes up the side, we're going to try to shift it over and tighten that roof up. We'll see what it does, see if it likes it.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job,